Territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop. The Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nicely.
He prepared himself as if he were going to be the starter right from week 1. And I got to see him in preseason, and you saw a little bit of that.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He got 29 yards that time.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Conner, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's when you almost never see at this level a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Now Leonard Fournette fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Javon Hargrave in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans of the Steel City, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right, and to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003. It's a very consistent franchise.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Malik Jackson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Roethlisberger will throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. These Jacksonville Jaguars, as their offense comes back out here, you know, they had a hard fall from 2017. Now, there are falls and there are graceful falls. This was not a graceful fall. It was, wow, from the AFC Championship game to 5-11.
So you're saying it wasn't part of the ballroom dancing course that they might have taken, right? Where it's
negative.
very graceful in what they're getting done?
Negative.
I mean, they ended up going 5-11. Defense was still good, number 5 in the league, but the offense struggled all season long, finished number 27 in the league, and too many turnovers at key times for the defense to keep up. So look for this team to make a few moves, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and hopefully have a quieter offseason and quieter regular season in 2019. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, 52 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here just at the quarterback position are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the regular season. It was 43-40, the win for the Patriots in Foxborough. But Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my #1 target.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Now the return, Rashad Green. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back at the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan, to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be different if they met again. Here's his opportunity this Sunday.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Omaha. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Fournette, the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Escapes the defender. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Leonard Fournette stopped short of the marker on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They start with a give to counter. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it again with Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11B.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And by the way, I need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge tournament is still open in MUT Drafts until February 11th. And the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000?
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on 3rd down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Sunday. So right.
Bortles now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, let's go. Trips left.
Again, it's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Then to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
There we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's going deep for, and it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Mike 39, Lucy.
A handoff to Fournette. It's a room to maneuver. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scored.